Hello and welcome to HyperDog Digital. Today we're going to take a look at this nice little device right here by Teccpo, Teccpo. And just to give you a little idea what we're looking at here, this is a electric battery powered lawn and garden chainsaw. What is cooler than a chainsaw, right? So let's open this up and take a look at this guy here. This actually comes at a really good time because we recently had some storms roll through here in the Midwest that knocked down a whole bunch of trees. And while I don't really have a lot of trees, my mom does. So we'll be able to go take this over to Mom's house and use it to clean up a little bit. So here right off the bat is you got a little cover for the whatever the stock or the blade where the chain goes around here. Alright. Nice size there. Clearly it's not a full size chainsaw, but not bad still. A lot of packing materials here. Let's get this out of the way. What's we got here? We got probably battery and there we go. So this is a battery charger right there. Some indicator lights on there, let you know whether it's done charging, overheated, or bad. I think is what we got on there. Alright. Put that aside. This is the battery. Right here. Nice. 40 volts. See, it's got, you know, 2 of the 3 squares on there, so we're almost fully charged. Nice. I always like it when they put a little thing on there to tell you, a little indicator light to tell you how much charge it's got on it. So that's good. 40 volts. Instructions: turn on, point towards tree, don't cut your fingers off. And here is the chainsaw itself. Let's get this box out of here. One thing I'm not seeing though is a chain. Ah, here we go. About to be really worried that we had a chainsaw with no chain. Not very useful. So yeah, you can see right in there, there's the chain. Alright, so here we go. Here's the chainsaw. I believe we have a spot right here for some chain oil. Yep, looks good. Not too heavy as chainsaws go. Let's plop the battery in there because that'll give it some added weight. Still not too heavy. Pretty good though. Pretty good weight to it, so you're definitely, just like, you know, any chainsaw or anything like that, you're definitely going to get a little bit of fatigue after a while. We'll take that out. You got a little safety button here. You got to push that down so the trigger can pull. Let's see if we make sure we get to that in there. So you push this button down, and then you can pull the trigger. The trigger won't go down without it. And then over on this side is the tension for the chain. So we're gonna put this together. Get some oil in it, because you do have to put a little bit of chain oil in here. I don't actually see anything. Usually there's like a little button you push to oil the chain, but maybe this is just automatic or something. But other than that, it's very solid. Like I said, it's got some decent weight to it, but it's not the heaviest chainsaw I've ever used. Certainly not any heavier than any other electric chainsaws I've used recently. Feels very well put together. There's definitely no parts moving around, but it's very solid and definitely feels like it could take a little bit of punishment, which normally chainsaw does. So that's good. So let's put it together and see how well it works. Okay, so here's the chainsaw in all its glory. Very nice, very solid, very easy to put together. Again, I mentioned that the weight is not bad. It's got some weight to it, certainly, especially with the battery installed. But it's way lighter than most gas chainsaws that I've used. Certainly on par, or maybe a little bit lighter than some of the electric chainsaws that I've used recently. So, you know, nothing crazy, nothing mind-blowing, but you will, just like any of these things, you're gonna fatigue after a while of using it. But it's a nice weight. I think it's pretty good. I did find out a couple of things while putting it together. This is the hand guard here, and I did mention it does move a little bit, and the reason for that is that this is kind of your off and run switch. So when it's up like this, it means it's in run, it's ready to go. You can pull the trigger and the blade will spin, chain will spin. When you put it up like that, then that means it's in safety or off and it's not going to run. So again, kind of from a side view, this is off, this is run or on. Okay, put your oil in over here, battery goes in there. You have your chain cover. This is a 12-inch chain, 12-inch blade. Goes in pretty easy. Now this here is actually, it's a lock for this plate here, and it's also the tensioning, quick tensioning for the chain. So if we loosen this up a little bit, you can see where the chain is. Now you can turn this here and the chain will loosen up quite a bit. And then if you need to tighten it up, you go as tight as you need to go, and then you lock this back up. Now you can take this all the way off, and we'll go ahead and do it real quick, which gives you access to the chain. Underneath here, so if the chain comes off and you need to realign it or something like that, then you can take that off. If you need to replace the chain or just get in here and clean any of this, very easy, very quick, no tools necessary, just unscrew it and get right in. That's pretty cool, I think. Alright, so that's it. That's the chainsaw. Pretty straightforward, pretty self-explanatory. Battery goes in right here, and you're ready to go. Another cool thing though, I thought, was that the battery, when to release it, you got two buttons here, and when you pop it, it pops right up. So it's got a little spring down in there that pops it up, so it's very easy to get out, very easy to put in. Now I am not going to turn this on right now because I don't have any oil in here, and I'm inside. So we're just going to take it outside and give it a shot out there and see how well it works, and just have all kinds of chainsaw fun. So let's go find something to cut right now. Alright, so I got some oil in here, battery's charged up, so let's go ahead. We're going to try and cut down some parts of this here. This is an old lilac bush that is long since died. Pretty hard wood, so this would be a decent test to see how well this guy cuts some wood down. So let's give it a shot. Seemed to cut pretty good. Didn't have really any real catches. We'll do a little bit more work and come back with a review after that. Alright, so there we go. That is the chainsaw here from Teccpo. Again, just a refresher. Very nice, very sturdy. The weight isn't too bad, and actually after using it, I didn't even notice the weight at all. It was very light, very easy to maneuver, very easy to use. I definitely like the way this chain tensioner works. Some of the other ones I've used actually have a chuck or something like that you have to pull out and use, or a screwdriver or something. So having something that is just, you just twist it, and to get it off you just turn it. You don't have to have any tools. You just use your hands and get right into it. It works really good. Definitely a lot easier, and you know, if you're in the middle of, you know, cutting some stuff down and you're far away from where your tools might be, it makes it a lot easier than having to run back and get some tools. I found that the safety features on it worked very well. The battery got us well, I can't tell you for sure exactly, you know, how long it took. We were able to work for a good 2 hours using the chainsaw, and it hadn't diminished, or at least it didn't die on us at any point. We didn't have to go charge it, so it definitely lasted a fairly good time. Of course, you know, we weren't running the chainsaw, you know, constantly throughout that whole 2 hours, but you know, it lasted the whole time, so we didn't have to go back and charge it. So that was good. That's also a very good thing. You know, when you're far away from your tools, you don't want to have to go back and recharge in the middle of your work day. Charger and the battery, pretty straightforward. Nothing too out of the ordinary on those. It works very well. Again, you probably don't want to leave it charging overnight, from what I've read, but worked very well. Plugs in very easy, unplugs, plugs in here, super easy, and then pops out. A little spring-loaded action there. You got your oil right here, and then you have to push the button and pull the trigger to actually get it to run. You have a little sheath for the blade as well. And that's about it. It's a chainsaw. It worked really good. It cut awesome. Again, we didn't have to charge the battery over the 2 hours that we did the work. So very sturdy. Got beat up a little bit. Dropped it a couple of times. It hit some nails, or at least 1 or 2 nails on one of the branches. I had to reset the chain, but it went right back to work. Didn't have any problems as far as that went. So definitely something that I would check out. But for the size, if it fits what you're looking for size wise, I definitely recommend taking a look at it. It worked great for me, and I look forward to using it again in the future. So thank you again for joining us here at Hyperdog Digital. I hope this video has been helpful, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Hey, this is Scott for Hyperdog Digital. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more videos and reviews, be sure to check us out at hyperdogdigital.com. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you know when we put up new content. If there's something you'd like us to review, or you have a product you want to send us for a review, feel free to send us an email at reviews@hyperdogdigital.com. We're also looking for sponsors right now, so if you are interested in being a sponsor for our channel, contact us at sponsor@hyperdogdigital.com. All of our social media links and emails are in the description. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you next time.